I'm just playing Sly Raccoon now because
These stones are delicious.
Delicious. By the way, yeah, Jig, Cypher, and Red is still with me. Cypher's an actual VTuber. You should go watch Cypher.
No, I'm not. Done.
What?
Nothing happened.
Oh, now I'm just convinced everything happened.
But yeah, I sort of find it hard to believe that that Deadpool 3 actually managed to get Hugh Jackman back for Wolverine for it.
Deadpool 3 now?
Alright, so this...
Yeah, they're gonna make a Deadpool 3.
So this is, yeah, Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonist, the first Sly Raccoon game. It's kind of Crash Bandicoot with some stealth in it. It's not, fucking...
Yeah.
It's not really that great of a stealth game overall, I'd say, compared to Sly Raccoon 2 and 3.
Well, then again, to be fair, sequels are always made to improve on something.
Yeah.
Unless it's a old video game movie.
Oh god. A video game adapted movie.
I just admit,
Yeah.
thanks for the pun,
It's
Reba.
just a money grab.
Yeah. I do hope to. I've actually got to soon figure out how to stream my VR because I want to stream Resident Evil 4 VR because it is so fucking good and I love it.
Help you with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but do you know how to Oculus Quest 2 works?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, you got to show me.
Okay, Oculus Quest 2 maybe not so much, but I do know how to set up a virtual mirror which will be able to then allow you to record what you are seeing to your OBS or general streaming environment.
Yeah. To all viewers, I have to remind you, Sly Raccoon is very big furry bait. So I ask that you do.
Oh, yeah, okay, I've got to go, guys. Sorry, that's. I'm out.
So I ask you do not look this up on Fur Affinity.
If you're on Fur Affinity and you're not looking for furry porn, what the fuck are you doing there? Let's be
I'll be honest, the fact that you said Fur Affinity, like, very much hints that you are in no way in the furry community.
Exactly. I actually attempt to try hang out with a furry group, and I'm just like, nah, this shit ain't for me.
This is too weird. Alright, what?
There is a different site that's just like the actual. And I plead the fifth.
Nope, he said furry bait, so I'm gonna tap out here. I'm gone. Alright, catch us later.
Love you, friend.
I'm asleep and I would like to not have nightmares, so
I'm the thief here.
We like you too, mate.
Steal that file from Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Alright.
Also, see ya. By the way, funny fact about this series, for some reason, Carmelita has a Spanish accent in the first Sly and the third Sly, but the second Sly, for some reason, she has an American accent.
Don't worry about
that
it.
engine running, Murray. I'm down in no time.
Don't worry about it.
That awkward moment when you briefly become American.
I just love the way, like, whenever someone says "don't worry about it," I just figured that Family Guy skit of like, "Damn it, I'm trapped in here like Winnie the Pooh." Rabbit, shouldn't you be pushing with your shoulder and not your fist?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
So here's an awkward thing about the Sly series. So the big three of the PS2 era was Sly Raccoon. Crash didn't count as that. Crash was on all platforms at that point, I think.
It soon became on all platforms.
Yeah. So Sly Raccoon, Ratchet and Clank, and Jak. I played a fuck ton of Jak and Ratchet and Clank, but I never actually touched the Sly series until I was like in my mid-teens, and that was because they released a HD collection onto the PS3. So that's my first chance of Sly, and I actually really enjoyed it.
I never actually played a single Sly game in my entire life, to be honest.
Bentley, I think I'm seeing things.
You of all people! Oh well, that's something you gotta solve.
Really? I've read about this. Master Raccoon thieves are able to send
I gotta solve it soon.
which manifest themselves as unexplainable blue auras.
Yeah, apparently Sly can see blue lights to show him to show him sneaky points.
And hold down the circle.
And they even lampshade this fact by saying, oh shit, I think I'm going crazy.
Hold down the circle button near blue auras. I'm on it.
Well, there goes my noggin.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna send this to Dark via DMs because I think if I post it anywhere, it'll be automatically demonetized.
You'll be killed by the horny police.
The horny police have your destination and destination and
Testication.
Testication?
no, I'm trying to. What brain? The horny police have your location. That's what I was trying to say. For some reason, I was saying destination.
Do you want to know something really funny about Carmelita and Sly?
What?
Sly does not wear pants. Carmelita does wear pants.
There's probably a reason for that.
Yo, she's got to protect herself from fur affinity. It doesn't work, but
We'll try.
I just imagine that fucking. I wear pants to protect myself from fur affinity. You will try.
But then it backfires because then all the gay furries go after Sly.
Hello, everybody. I am not a furry, but I'm surrounded by furries. Cypher is not a furry, but
I am definitely not a furry.
But I've got but a few of my closest friends are furries, and so I know a lot about them.
Yeah.
Way to go, Sly.
No, it's just fucking funny because like when I hop into VR chat, like furries are just nicer than general people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. So I often hang around a lot of them.
Yeah.
Because they just treat me better.
Yeah.
Oh, 9-3.
Easy math.
I mean, most of us just don't discriminate or just act any malicious. Like, we don't act.
To be fair, they get
malicious
enough of
way.
that. To be fair, they get enough of that shit themselves, so I don't think they want to put that on anybody else.
So
Yeah.
it's always just nice to hang around, like,
Well,
and to call them furries is a bit weird, but like,
You
Yeah.
see, my friend Iviv, he's also very. I mean, he's a fucking squirrel, so.
yeah, it's like they're just people, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
to refer to them as furries often, like, I often don't
It's
like
a
to do it, but it's like the only way to sort of like talk about.
To be fair,
Yeah.
Red knows that kind of shit talk as a joke. They all do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all in satire.
It's like, why are people sort of categorized by what they find appealing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is so
Like, it's like
weird
whatever
to me.
hobby they like, yeah.
yeah.
And it's just like, I mean, I guess it's like carpenter would be a similar category then, if it's like what they find a hobby. But like,
Yeah.
it's been such a
Which reminds me,
decontextualized term that's been used in so many contexts. And
Yeah, it's
just
bazooka
what's
really brings
happening
out the
with
color of
all
your eyes.
things. Sorry,
Yeah,
go ahead.
it's a bit, I was gonna say it's like it's a bit like a heavily saturated term that's been coined throughout all of the late to 2020s at this point.
But I just
Can
dropped by to pick
Yeah.
up this case file. I think you
Can I be honest that I really want to, that out of probably all the games, I think Sly Raccoon's probably the earliest one I'll let my daughter play.
Oh yeah.
I simply put it's a lot more child-friendly than Ratchet or Jack, where Jack, you know, Jack's first quote in the entire game, or the entire series of Jack is, "I'm going to kill Baron Praxis!"
Woof.
Then again, would you also put in the category of letting your daughter play Crash Bandicoot and Spyro?
Of course! Fucking hell, I'll play it with them. I'm gonna play all these games with them. I'm gonna be
Hell yeah.
that kind of dad where I'm gonna be like, we play together.
But be careful with that,
me, Racoon!
because you got to make sure they're having fun, and it's not just your blind sights going on because of your
Once
good
again, my
memories
gang
of
and I
the
given
thing.
Inspector
Yeah, I'll try. I'll see.
Gotcha.
I was surprised to see how well she took it.
Yeah, but I feel like
Finally,
I feel like
secret
those games
police
would
file
still
I've
be
been
timeless
searching for all
regardless.
these years.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
hell,
This,
I mean,
can
hell,
help my
look at
family
Gex
regain
3D. That's
possession
getting
of
a
our most
major
valuable
resurgence.
I was
It
thinking
all
of
began
letting.
when I was just a kid.
I was
bouncing
thinking
around
of
the parks
letting.
and you see,
like
I
my-
come from a long line of master
my daughter's
criminals
probably
who
gonna
kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an
Yeah.
ancient book.
of playing Gex, although knowing my daughter when she first plays it, she will not understand any of the references, much like I did when I was 4 years old playing Gex.
After all, there's no
Same,
honor,
I didn't
no
understand it
challenge, no
either.
fun stealing from ordinary people.
But when I grew up, older and started replaying through it again, I was just like, holy shit, I'm getting all these now.
I'm sorry you guys aren't hearing the story much, but basically what's going on is his father showed him this awesome thief thing that his whole bloodline had, and then this group called the Phoenix Five come in and they're like, yo, we're gonna murder your ass! And they murder his ass. And then they steal the thieviest raccoonus.
Fell into their filthy hands.
Then they give him a Kit Kat and pat him on the head. Tell
Each
him
villain
it's
disappearing
okay.
to the farthest corners of the world to commit
There can't be any bad
you okay, kid?
stories.
Here, take this. Tosses a Kit Kat at Sly's face.
You know, I wanted to make a joke, but I noticed in this one, I don't think he has blue gloves, but yeah. Okay, so Carmelita said, I caught you red-handed, and I'm like, no, this is Sly, you caught him blue-handed.
I knew I was about to
Caught him with a Kit Kat in his mouth.
On this mission, I would either become
Damn,
a master
Raccoon
thief like
stealing
my
all the Kit Kats.
Looks like the Kit Kat's out of the bag.
Yeah, so it's
Out of the wrapper.
so
Out of the wrapper.
so I hope you guys aren't expecting too much of the story on this end because I'm a bit drunk, and so I'm not going to be that great on the story.
That was a nice piece of work
Yeah.
back
Also,
there
um,
on headquarters,
on the same
Sly.
boat.
Come see
Also,
me if you
uh,
want to check out
Also,
any
I'll
of
say
the
this:
work.
one of the biggest critiques is
I've got
Murray
all
doesn't
set
actually
by
do
computer.
much in this game.
Use the left analog
Aw.
stick to move
Well,
around
he's
the hideout
just a
down
wuss who
next
drives
to
the car.
select
That's all he does in this game, unlike in the next one where he beats the shit out of people in the reg. Because
I've already plotted a route.
Because
to
they
my
want to
first
give-
target.
they want to give more to it. See, Bentley's on the mic constantly in this game because he's the brains, and they bring more of that into Sly 2. But it's like, one, he's just the driver, Murray. Whereas in Sly 2, he's the muscle, so he gets to do more, you know?
Yeah, well then again, once again, as I said before, sequels were made to improve
Yeah.
on things, which...
It's just so, it's just,
out of
to
it.
me, such a massive leap going from Sly 1 to Sly 2, you know? Because
Yeah.
you can be sneaky, you can pickpocket people and all that stuff, or you can swap to Murray, who beats the piss out of people. With Bentley, you can put sleep darts on people and rather than mine the asshole.
I've already plotted a route.
I will say though,
road trip gave me the time
once I get
needed to study
once I
up
get
on
my
Sir
hands on
Robert
a VR headset,
Yeah.
I will definitely be on Blender almost every single day
As
just
a
to
young
get my
man, this hot
just to
tempered
get my
frog
persona
grew
up.
In my opinion, if you want a shooter on the VR, get Resident Evil 4 VR. It is
On
so
the other hand,
good.
He tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking.
But yeah, I also want to try and do like modding of like of FPS shooters on the VR as well.
So I'm hoping very soon to I'm hoping very soon to do Resident Evil 4 VR because it's literally my favorite experience of Resident Evil 4 already. It's so fun, especially since you can dual wield.
Oh yeah, I remember when I was playing through my save on your headset, I was just having a ball with it.
It's great. It's a really good port. It's so annoying that it's Oculus Quest 2 only.
Like it's frustrating.
It's like I want my own friends to play this with VR headsets, you know, superior headsets, and they're like, "No, this is only Meta Quest 2." And I'm like, "You son of a bitch."
Ah yes. Facebook. I mean Meta.
Basefuck.
Facebook.
Base 42.
So we're on an island that this froggy dickhead owns this island, and he like does piracy. That's why you see a bunch of crashed ships.
But yeah, one of my favorite things of doing it on Resident Evil 4 on the VR was just basically like when you pick up the items that you can collect, I just pretty much shove them in my face, just making the nom noise and looks like I'm eating them.
I just
Hey Sly, I just spotted something that's going to
Thinking about it, just going,
complicate the
ooh,
mission.
cash.
See that nasty-looking gate? It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. I'll just use
Well, this is going to be awkward to pay
Okay, but remember,
merchant
you can
afterwards.
only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure. Like that ladder there?
That is correct, but do not forget, Sly. You have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
I'm sorry, I just watched this TikTok. It's like I'm this.
He's watching TikTok.
To be fair, it's on Twitter. So
Yeah,
To be fair, I watch it too.
So yeah, I'm actually hoping in the near future that yeah, I'm gonna be going into reviews, and I did want to review the Sly series, the Ratchet series. I got a lot of reviews, but I have a bad thing with categories, and I'm probably not gonna stick with just games. I'm probably gonna do tabletops and movies as well.
yeah.
By the way, my first movie I plan to do is The Mummy.
Elliot.
If you want like a really like moving and like really good movie to watch,
Yeah.
look up A Monster Calls. It seems like a horror thing at first, but you'll figure it out.
Well, I don't know why that fucking walrus was hammering on a boat randomly, but you do you, I guess.
Yeah, this TikTok that I just saw then that just cracked me up so hard. It's like this girl that's like, it looks like her makeup's running and that she's been crying,
Yeah.
and she says, "Why didn't anyone tell me that German was 47? He's gonna die soon." I'm just like, German's at least got like a good another 30 to 40 years.
Okay, I'll be honest, I'm actually surprised he's 47. He doesn't look 47.
I know, he carries it really well.
Signal repeaters throughout Raleigh's fortress. Get close to one, and I can checkpoint your progress.
Nice.
Is that guy got a banana? Oh no, is that a fucking star?
A banana.
I'm terrified of bananas.
Why did you say that?
Hold up. Dark.
Yeah?
Did you literally just name the streamer PS2 Classic?
I didn't know what else to do. Fine, I'll name it something else then.
I thought you were gonna call him out on the fact that. I thought you were gonna.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna call him out on the fact that he said banana in an American accent. They're going banana like that.
No, like call it Sly Cooper and the thieves, like the three twats or something.
No, I've got this boy sneaky ass mate.
Oh my god, that's even worse.
Don't tempt me, asshole.
Thieves.
Why is he carrying yellow stars around?
He can't find any shurikens, so he has to throw stars at people.
He stole the sky, clearly.
I just stole Night Sky, dickweed. What are you gonna do about it?
What you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
This.
I have this.
What is it?
Terrible names. See, there's a lot of great PS2 games. PS2 was probably my main time. PS1 I grew up with it first, and then I really went in on the PS2 times. I've been the gamer since the age of 4. That's probably why my collection is so fucking big. I wouldn't be surprised if I've hit 1,800 games now.
One game that I really want to be able to play again, but unfortunately, there's only one problem with it, and that's that it's bugged on one of the levels.
What one?
Hot Wheels Turbo Racing. Like, holy shit, that game was so cool. But unfortunately, one of the racetracks is bugged, so you can't finish it. I'm just like, damn it.
Wait! Oh my god, I just noticed this! When I move the stick around, look at Sly!
Oh my god.
My family's book back. And if Raleigh gets in my way, it's on.
His head's moving.
What the fucking bees doing out around this thing? Are those meant to be fireflies? They look like fucking bees!
Oh god, it's bees! Bees. You want some bees, Churga?
Oh, bees! Bees!
You want some bees with your cubes?
Don't worry, I got the perfect counter for bees. Winter boots.
Stand back.
These are winter boots.
Oh, I just love that gag.
Yeah.
Nice job, so far,
Stand
Sly.
back.
To get over
These
the
are
next gate,
winter
you'll need to grab
boots.
onto this hook using your cane. Just jump and hit the circle button.
Got it. Jump and hit the circle button to grab onto hooks.
Okay. The fucking boat's falling, go crazy going.
Sly, you need to be careful.
So this little dickhead who's just like, I'm a walrus, I'm gonna hammer you. And I'm like, no, I'm already hammered, therefore I'm immune.
Oh no! He found my weakness.
Being already hammered?
I can't hammer him now, boss.
Okay, go try to sneak past these spotlights. Yeah. Oh, cock. Don't you touch me. At least he has a stylish jacket. I'll give these yellow star dudes their stylish jacket points.
Oh yeah, mate, I found these starfish down at the bottom of the ocean. Figured they could go and have a vacation up on the land. But wouldn't they suffocate? Ah, shit.
Well, he's dead now, so shut up.
And I'll just throw him. Give him a decent burial inside of someone's head.
I got a fucking key.
I thought you were gonna sing, I got a fucking starfish in my head.
I got a fucking starfish in my fucking head.
Oh, lordy.
Man, these fucking seagulls do not shut the fuck up. I swear.
God, they're like the most irritating seagulls.
Say, seagulls, do you want to fucking die?
Would you like to see a magic trick?
No!
No!
Open the motherfucking door! You gotta open the
motherfucking door!
Open the fucking door!
With a watering can!
What?
I'm sorry, I just had a random Game Grumps moment just pop up in my head and I just thought I'd add on to
Prowling the grounds. See, I'm prowling in the ground. I'll be right back, I'm going to just go to the bathroom.
Roger that. Lordy.
Lordy.
Man, I am tired from doing transitioning jobs.
What?
Like I doing like a transition from being a library cleaner to a hospital cleaner.
Okay.
So I've been doing shifts on both jobs.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I've worn myself out with 16 hours of work.
Understandable.
It's technically 18 hours because I did 4 days. But yeah, holy crap, I am so tired.
Well, I hope you get some good rest.
I have returned. What did I miss?
Nothing much. Okay, I just found this on Twitter, and there's like, you can actually buy corn chips that are in the shape of leaves.
Oh, okay.
So
like the most
it's
secure
perfect for
location
people
on
who
this
want to
boat.
crunch on leaves if
Raleigh's
they
really
want.
as smart as his
Like,
police
because now in
suggests,
autumn they just
then
step on the
we'll
leaves to make
find
that
it.
crunch.
Wonderful idea.
Yeah, you can eat. Yeah, you can
But
eat them.
Your plan is flawed.
Why?
Because it's impossible to get near him. To access Raleigh's blimp, you would have to sneak to that high voltage power tube. To do that without getting electrocuted, you'd have to destroy that power generator.
You have to destroy that power generator
That,
with your
you
face.
need 2 more of Raleigh's treasure keys, which are heavily guarded.
Interesting.
I still found that game of Dune we did today kind of funny that you just ended up pissing off the land right and they came for your ass.
The areas you need to hit with holographic markers. Follow them to your objectives.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
I found a horseshoe.
Wow, you found a lucky charm. That'll protect you when you take any
And I
damage.
picked it up.
I picked it up.
It's like that says like, I found the crown of England in a gutter.
Oh yes,
And
I forgot.
picked it up.
Sly Raccoon is full of stereotypes, and I love it.
Oh god.
Okay, the British frog. His first line is literally, "I say, chaps."
I say, my good sir. I say, chaps, we're going in straight into it head first. Okay, isn't it a little bit freaky how the heads were like 3D spinning then? Or is it just me that just found them a bit creepy?
I mean, didn't Crash Bandicoot have like a 2D version of that?
Yeah, but at least it was 2D. In this, it was a 3D skull that looked like he had a Joker face on it. Just him just spinning around going, "Ah!"
I was strolling through the gas one day.
Sly, you can adjust the game
love
camera
that.
using the right
Strolling
analog
through the
stick.
gas one
And to bring the
day.
camera behind you, click it.
Oh, that'll always be one of my favorite Simpsons Halloween special moments.
A cunning disguise. Okay. I'll do a cunning disguise level. Yes, there's a hub in this. They don't have a hub. They don't have this sort of hub in Sly 2. God, it's so different.
Yeah.
Okay, I see books, and therefore I must destroy.
I was brawling on your ass one day.
What? How?
I'm just punching it down. Get it brawling.
Raleigh appears to have booby-trapped this entire place.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Don't you get it, Sly? If you step on that rug, forget
Wait,
about
what's
becoming
this?
a master thief. You'll be a master dartboard.
Wait a second.
Oh
What if I
man,
jumped
I wish
into that
I
barrel
wish
for
I'd gotten
protection?
these
I
now.
don't know. It looks pretty risky. And
Apparently there's some
very
Xbox wireless controllers that you can
Only
get in
one way
different
to find
camo
out.
patterns now.
Damn.
What's that?
There's Xbox just released that you can now get Xbox controllers with different camo patterns on them now.
Huh. Interesting.
They're called the mineral camo special edition. So yeah, I've now got to keep an eye out for that at some point. Because with my current controller, it's like an old Xbox One controller that's corded,
Oh yeah.
but I put like camo grips on it, so it actually gives me better grip on the controller
Oh yeah.
and a little bit more aesthetic to it. But yeah, now that I know that there's actually a camo variant that I can now go after, the hunt is on.
So you know what? Maybe I could make the jump across this without even touching the death carpet.
So far, so good.
Oh, apparently I can't. I didn't even touch the carpet. Why did it shoot me still?
Sly, be careful!
He said if you touch this carpet, you'll die. I didn't touch the carpet. They still shot me anyway.
And he's just like, what did I fucking say?
You did. You said touch. I did not touchy. No touchy.
Bentley's just trolling him, going like, I told you, Sly!
You didn't tell me shit.
Just
Oh, yes,
holding
I
a
did.
gun. Just like, I told you, Sly. Wait, you were the one that shot me.
it's like Bentley's just trying to heavily gaslight Sly.
I don't want to be gaslit again. I don't have Dawn as a friend anymore. Hello everybody, welcome to Shitposting Australian Hours. It's 12:30 in the fucking morning and I'm drunk.
Someone needs
Basically midnight.
Someone needs to get you some water.
Some what? Water.
Water.
You need some water. You need a good glass of water.
Give me that water, you little cunt.
Well, I'll send it over to you. I mean, I only live at least 15 minutes away from you.
Homer Simpson.
Then again, have you guys ever seen that have you guys seen that shitpost picture that someone drew of Mr. Burns if he decided to take up like the streamer lifestyle and he started wearing like cat ears and all that?
Oh god, I don't want to know.
He's just like, Smithers, how does my yeah sound? And Smithers just like, very readable, sir. Excellent. I'm like, dear God.
I've taken your nya and I want to touch it.
Then again, there was another funny one that was just like Smithers. I forget what he was talking about, but he was like talking about like, I mean, even trans rights are human rights. And then Mr. Burns goes, "Who said that humans have rights?" I'm just like, oh god, Mr. Burns has now become evil. Well, evil are.
I was gonna say, like, why do you think that statement, buddy?
Ah, Sideshow Bob! It's just Bob now. Ah, Bob! I forgot what that was from. I just remember this time they.
Oh yeah, it's the episode Cape Fear.
Yeah.
It's when what's his name? Sideshow Bob gets out of prison and he encounters the Simpsons at the theater.
Yeah.
And then when Homer annoys him too much, the kids go, "Ah, Sideshow Bob!" And he's like, "These kids, we've been." Oh no, it was they were trying to find Homer's killer. That's right.
Yeah.
Like someone who was trying to kill Homer.
Yeah.
And so when they go to the asylum, he's like, "Hello, Bart." And then there's like, "Ah, Sideshow Bob!" And he's like, "Please, children, we've been through so much together. Just call me Bob."
Ah,
Hey,
Bob!
Dude, Simpsons was the shit back then.
I'm trying not to get spotted by flashlight guards.
Yeah.
Okay, Squid Boy. Hey, Squid Boy, you get your ass kicked! And thus, I killed a squid, and I liked it. Now we cook him.
Turn him into calamari.
Do you guys want some fucking calamari? I'm making fucking calamari.
Fucking calamari.
Yeah, fucking calamari.
No, I said don't fuck.
You can't tell me what to do.
Put the calamari down.
I'm afraid it's too late now, Cypher.
Look, I've seen enough of that from like The Boys. Fucking the deep fucking goddamn octopus.
Oh, God.
I haven't watched much of The Boys at all because I don't pay for Amazon Prime.
Then again, there is pretty good alternative streaming sites that you can watch it for free on.
Yes, alternative.
I say alternative with a wink that you guys can't see.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah. Although I will say the worst thing I've seen so far is the infamous termite scene.
Infamous termite scene?
Yeah, I won't go into any detail with it, but
I feel like I've missed something, and I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
I don't know. I'm just really burnt out on like superhero-based things.
Hold up. Are we talking about the shrinking dude?
Yeah. And what
yeah,
happens to
I
his
didn't
boyfriend.
read that in my memory again. Okay, cool.
I'll admit, I'm so burnt out on superhero things. Even things that satirize superhero things, I'm burnt out on. That's how badly burnt out I am on this shit.
Damn.
Well, it's everywhere now, and it's really gotten to boring to me.
Personally, like, it's sort for me, it's sort of like, for me, I honestly think, like, Marvel and stuff are probably just trying to get everyone to reach maximum burnout so that, like, the, like, process can just start again.
And then the whole process starts all over again.
Yeah, no, because like Marvel's creating trash now as well.
Yeah.
And it's just along the lines of like, okay, is this like a planned thing? Or is it like them actually being dumb?
I honestly think they're just trying to push the boundary of what they can make money off, and that's probably why they're doing it, because they're like, if we can make trash and not try hard at all, then...
No, because like, what I think is going on is they realize that like, yeah, this whole phenomenon of like superhero burnout is going on. So how do we get people to stop having the burnout? Well, push them to the max limit of the burnout and then have it like not be burnout anymore. Have it be new again. Because the way you get through like burning out is going through stopping like watching the good stuff and then like come back to it when like burnout's no longer there. So
it's sort of similar to what happened with like the zombie craze.
Yeah.
How that sort of perked up in like the 08s and then like in 08 and then like it sort of burnt itself out in like 2015. And now it's making a bit of a comeback now because people have stopped focusing on it.
But like, my theory is like, Marvel is allowing their creators to make absolute bad movies to get everyone to be done with like superhero movies until the burnout passes, and then they'll start making good stuff again to bring everyone back.
Well, it's not just that, but it's also the fact that they mistreat their animators so badly and CGI animators so badly to the point that they're just now producing.
Can I just be completely honest here? I hate to be able to defend Disney so much when it's like they don't care about their animators, they don't care about you. Stop acting like they do.
I mean, hell, there's been leaked documents of like one of the transcripts of one of their meetings that they literally said that they don't really care about the fans anymore.
Yeah, and then I sit there and they do shit which is offensive to like trans people and all that. And then they're like, no, it's actually good for trans people. I'm like, no, it's not. It's tokenization. Go fuck yourself.
Exactly. It's like what happened with like with the stereotyping of like black people and all that throughout the movies, like where they always stereotype them to be either the first ones to die or being the most dumbest ones in the group or some shit like that. Like it's almost that type of tokenization, which is not really healthy for the status quo.
I say ask for more from your stuff. Enjoy it if you want to, but I like good stuff. Like one of my favorite superhero Marvel movies of all time, and they haven't really topped it in just pure enjoyment for me, is the first two Blade movies.
Oh yeah, Blade is hilarious. I love it.
It's hilarious and it's really good action and everything.
Yeah.
Remember when the policeman shoot at him and he's like, motherfucker!
Are you serious? Yeah.
When there's like another vampire in the room who's actually eating people and they're wondering why they're shooting him first.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
Then again, I will say, I know this is probably a low opinion of me, but I do like the Ghost Rider movies as well, like the ones with Nicolas Cage.
Well, it's Nicolas Cage overacting. There's something really lovely about that. You let Nicolas Cage act in pretty much anything, it's a very enjoyable experience.
Yeah, it's like one of my guilty pleasures, basically. Yeah. But yet, everyone absolutely
Nicolas Cage is as goofy as Joe Pesci is strangely intimidating.
Yeah. Like he just like Nicolas Cage has that charm to it.
Yeah. As in case you didn't know, Joe Pesci is one of my favorite actors of all time.
Oh, same here.
He's somehow the smallest guy in the room at all times, yet he's always the most intimidating.
Yeah.
And when you got that sort of presence as an actor, that's impressive, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't matter. It reminds me of the guy who acted Bricktop. Bricktop is fucking intimidating, yet he's just a relatively short old guy.
Yeah. By the way, Bricktop's from the movie Snatch.
Snatch.
Yeah,
That's
just to clarify.
Yeah, just so everyone knows, if I do movie reviews, it's also not going to be really based on it's not going to be based on what is the popular new shit. I just want to review stuff I enjoy, and in that case, that's a lot of old things. Like hell, the first movie I want to review is The Mummy, which is one of my favorite films ever made.
Yeah.
I love The Mummy.
Same. Like, I just love Brendan Fraser throughout those movies.
He was made for that role. He's so good in it.
Yeah, it's almost like that type of effect, you know, like how in like the original Aladdin, they pretty much designed Genie to be literally just Robin Williams incarnate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the character was made for for him, basically.
Oh man, sorry, I hope we're not talking over you too much.
I'm just mostly looking for a certain type of block in Terraria.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's just how I feel. I'm not much of a
That's
superhero
fair.
reviewer. I watch old superhero movies, and I think the last one I really enjoyed was maybe Deadpool. But
Oh yeah.
after that, I had such a heavy burnout. I didn't even get to fucking Infinity War. That's how quickly I burned out on it.
That's fair.
Basically, I burnt out after Spider-Man No Way Home.
Bummer, you can't open this vault without finding the rest of the clues.
I'm still hoping for a good thing to occur.
Yeah.
But
Did I cut out halfway through?
No, you didn't. Yeah, you liked your last one was No Way Home, which apparently was great. I heard it was great.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
Yeah.
I mean, they did bring back Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire for that. Like, I love that.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in the theater watching it with one of my friends I don't see as much anymore.
Yeah.
Like, when I was in the theater with him, as soon as Andrew Garfield's one popped up, everybody in the theater exploded in cheering. And then when Tobey Maguire popped up, everybody lost their shit. It was that amazing. I was like, oh my
Jump
god.
up on this furnace, Sly. You better go back and find an alternate route.
But I still think like I still think on my little theory where it's just like it's probably just a marketing decision rather than like them actually giving a fuck.
Yeah.
To like get more money in the future. It's like, how do you get people back into the cinema when there's this whole like thing about them getting burnt out over the thing you're creating?
Yeah.
Well, get that process out of the way.
Yeah.
But
Plus
that's
also
just
the,
my little theory.
I think the Morbius
What's
meme
also
is
the
the.
anim-
I think the Morbius meme thing was a whole culmination of that burnout. By the way.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's also, I was also going to say it's a combination also of animator fatigue as well because of how mistreated they are. So
I imagine.
Yeah.
yeah,
Bummer, you can't
like
open
so
this
it's
vault
like
without
so
finding
basically
the
like
rest
the
of the clues.
quality of it goes lower. People don't want to see much to that anymore, so they try to milk as much as they can before it all vanishes, basically. Like that's how I feel is what's going on personally.
Well, there could be tons and tons of things going on. Because, like, the thing I always find interesting when, especially with speaking about, like, the world and stuff,
Yeah.
what's going on in the world,
Yeah.
it's like, you gotta remember, like, when talking about a scheme or a plan or like, anything that's going on in the world, you're not accounting for a group acting like a hive mind. Every person that's in a group is a singular entity that can change every aspect of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, you have no idea about any of them. You only know the general simplification of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh man, speaking of the hive mind thing, I actually find it really annoying that they keep acting like a bunch of groups of hive minds. It's kind of terrible. Like, I even got lumped into people thinking I was part of a hive mind, where it's like the autistic community, and I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking autistic, but I don't think like a lot of other people do.
Yeah, like it's, and plus putting us in like a community, it's sort of pretty much just an insult at that point.
Yeah.
Because it's not really a community thing; it's a condition.
Yeah.
What they count our alternative thinking as a condition. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our thinking is weird. That's just how it is. We think differently.
I wouldn't say weird because like a lot of this.
It's different.
Yeah.
I would say.
No. Like here's a fucking hot take. I think we're the normal ones.
Yeah, I believe that as well.
Because if you think about it, here's the common term thrown around: unspoken rules of socialization.
Yep.
How the fuck are you meant to know unspoken rules when everyone has their own unspoken rules, and if you break this rule, you're considered absolutely batshit insane? When it's unspoken, yet everyone seems to know it. Yet no one seems to know it at all.
Yeah, I mean, I barely picked up on it mostly due to the fact that that I was not really taught how to socialize at a certain age, so I relied on TV shows for that. Yeah.
I come from a logical standpoint a lot, and that's a bit of a problem when it comes to like social circles. Like for instance, let's go to the most obvious one. I'd say Twitter. Twitter, they're arguing all the time, and a lot of the time I'm just trying to sit in here thinking, why the fuck are you all arguing? Shut up.
I mean, hell, the only reason I'm on Twitter is just to follow artists.
I'm only really there. Well, I've used it for artists plenty of times.
Yeah.
I'm only there for promotion, and even then I start to think, is it really worth it?
Yeah.
Is this worth it?
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Is this suffering worth it?
Why are we still here?
Why are we still here?
Just
to suffer.
Every night, I feel my brain frying.
Stupid bullshit.
But honestly, I do honestly think that the autistic Asperger's, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I think it's not a downgrade. I think it's actually the brain trying to evolve in a human society.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as my mother always said, like it's like she's always believed that that people with autism are the next stage in evolution.
Oh yeah.
Man, now you start to sound like fucking Albert Wesker.
What, my mother's now become Albert?
She like puts on the trench coat and the fucking glasses.
Oh my god! I could actually picture her wearing that.
If you've seen Red's mother, you would see how funny this visual is.
Think of her as like basically an elderly Hermione Granger. That's what she looks like.
Autism is the next stage in human evolution.
But like, yeah, no, I do honestly think that it's like the insanity that is like people trying to make sense of socialization and then saying they're normal, but then like you have all that other shit going on.
It's almost similar. It's similar to that old saying of how it's like you should grow up, get a job, earn a lot of money, have kids, raise a family. Now repeat after me: I am free. Like it's almost that type of What?
Right? Fucking yeah, I am free. Let me just go and follow this exact plan. That everyone else fucking goes through.
Yeah, exactly. It's that type of conformitist ideology that people follow.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could
I
slightly.
actually didn't think about that. Thanks for putting that in my head.
I could actually go with it okay, but I more just want to be in a position where I'm comfortable, and that's kind of what I've gotten recently, and that makes me a lot happier. Whereas in my old job, I fucking hated it so much. I think a lot of things that I've noticed with autistic people, what they want is they want a comfortable position at work, not a they're not always after a super high paying position. They just want something.
I am making my own business.
Yeah, that's what I've just noticed. A lot of autistic people I talk to, they want a comfortable position. They don't want to. They're not trying to go for a super hard working, high paying position unless the hard work is something they can get behind.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, I'll be honest, if I stayed in my old job, I probably would have earned even more money, but I hated it.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like, fuck being forced into some bullshit position that is just like, hey, sell your soul to us and maybe we'll let you live for another week.
I mean, I will say with my last position before I just recently quit it.
Yeah.
With my last position, I was able to work comfortably and just sort of be able to breeze through it, but I wasn't able to live comfortably due to the low pay rates. It was not low pay rates, but the low hours getting.
In case you know, I got Red into my job recently. I'm hoping that Red gets the hang of it pretty soon. I'm pretty sure after a few months you'll be able to autopilot through it just easy. I know you want to be a cleaner mainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just mostly just want to go in, clean, and then move on to the next spot, basically.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just being like a normal cleaning machine, basically.
Honestly, I've got to say, one of my biggest concerns... This is going to sound weird to say, but my concern is my daughter won't be autistic, and I don't know if I'll be able to bond with her if she's not, you know?
Well,
That's a thought.
Well, it's not exactly a bad thought, because if you think of it this way, she'll grow up living around you and all that, and to her that'll just seem as just normal, everyday, like how humans should be behaving type thing. So it's more of a net positive, really.
I don't think that's how it'll probably turn out. It will probably develop a sense of understanding for her. Like, as to how people with Asperger's or autism would act. But I don't think it's going to be an understanding, because she'll also have a mother bouncer. Is her mother autistic?
I honestly think my wife might be, but she's never got it confirmed.
Okay. Well,
then again, they always say that everybody's on the spectrum on some point. So, like, everybody's on a certain type of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it would be so funny if it all just turned out like, oh yeah, like autism never really existed. It was just like.
Yeah, it was just basically like just how people.
It's just the evolution of human interaction, and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just a concern of mine, though. Everybody who's said to me that it's not likely to be that much of a problem because she lives with me, she grows up with me, so she'll kind of have understanding of what's going on.
Yeah.
My problem is my what interests me is narrow, and that could be a problem if she doesn't, like the things I do.
Oh yeah, like I can tell you, like I grew up with an Asperger's father and brother. One thing I do know is that tensions in the household can tend to get very high, especially when you're in a bad mood.
Yeah.
Emotions tend to carry a lot more in a Asperger's type family. Because obviously with Asperger's and autism and stuff, you learn how to fucking pick up on emotions and stuff a lot easier at a lot younger age. So when you notice your parents upset, if you have been raised in a scenario where you relate that upsetness to like bad or negative effects, like you getting punished or something, then even if you are not doing anything to them, if that's what they expect from that emotion, they will fear that emotion. So that's a thing to keep in mind.
Yeah, I mean it's like how with my social worker that I see every Wednesday, like when she comes over to sort of help out with stuff around the house and all that. She used to work with a autistic family, like literally like autistic mother, autistic father, and an autistic daughter.
Yeah.
And basically the child would have behavioral issues, which the mother would always try to solve and all that. But the problem is that with how society set up the laws nowadays, they don't see her as a mother figure to actually help take on responsibility of helping the child. It has to be through a social worker like the current one I have. Like it's almost like it takes away rights. Like
that is terrifying to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the downsides to Australia's justice system is that it's just formed around not having disabled people in mind, and it's just almost a bit like condescending in a way.
I can imagine.
Which I was just like, man, if I was like trapped in a legal position, that would absolutely frustrate the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Because that means I wouldn't be able to do stuff by myself in terms of legalities and that. So yeah, I sort of want to be able to see the system get reformed that way, but yeah.
Oh, we can only hope, but knowing how it is.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit longer to try and reform. Like, especially if we're not getting enough people in the offices like that have the condition.
Can only hope.
But yeah, anyway, shall we move on to a lighter subject?
Oh, but deep and meaningful conversations enlighten me.
Yeah, I just say that, yeah, I want to bond with my daughter. I'm just hoping that she at least has some of my interests, at least I can bond with her over.
I mean, okay, let's be real. Like, you grow up in a certain type of environment, you gain those certain type of things.
Yeah.
My father was very tech heavy. My life revolves around technology.
Oh, that should be a problem then.
Yeah, like, I love technology, and I consider technology and, like, computers to be my lifesaver. Because, like, if I didn't have it when I was younger, I would not be around.
Oh yeah, it's similar with me with computers as well as animation. Like, those two factors were what kept me around for a fair bit as well.
Yeah,
like,
so,
and
like...
the funny thing is that I didn't pick it up from neither my mother or father, but I picked it up from my grandfather, who has done like a lot of things like in circuitry. I mean, hell, he was an engineer for the Air Force. So I basically picked up most of my technology stuff from him.
Yeah, but like, Dark, I don't think you're gonna have to worry about that because, like, if you have an interest in it and you have a good relationship with your daughter, she will most likely pick it up.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even have a good relationship with my father. Well, I do, but I don't. But I still picked up technology.
Everyone was pretty...
It's that middle ground.
Everyone... Yeah, I had that doubt early on that I'd be seen as strange by my daughter, but everyone was saying, there's no way she'll see it that way because because she's growing up with you, so you're gonna be the normal thing of all things.
Yeah, you're basically just the standard that you set for her.
Yeah.
Like the status quo, I say. So yeah.
Hello everybody who's walked in. This is a strangely deep thing for us for a Sly Raccoon stream.
Welcome to us conversing about the potentiality that autism is not in fact a disease or a condition of the mind, but rather the next step in human evolution of thought process and general socialization, while also talking about the potentiality of Dark's daughter having conflicting traits with him that could eventually cause stress, but I doubt.
I was gonna say, like, in other words, basically sly and chill.
Man, I should really do these streams more often. These sort of streams more often. I like these sort of chats.
Yeah.
They're enlightening. I always say that I don't mind doing serious topics. It's just that I need to have the right people to do it because some people aren't really good for talking about heavy topics.
Yeah, you need good people to bounce off to actually be able to have these type of conversations with.
Yeah, so that's just something as a father. Although I will say, when I was the thing which started to make me feel better, and this is going to probably be a bit odd, but it's when I knew my daughter's gender, and I knew her, and thus I knew her name, and when I was able to say her name, it made me a lot more comfortable. Because anyone who saw me back then when I first found out I'm having a baby knew I was a fucking nervous wreck.
Oh yeah. I remember all the things in like Vent Channel and emotional support, like holy shit.
Yeah. It's just because, okay, I'll say that I and a lot of my friends had terrible fathers, and that felt like I had something I had to prove that I wasn't one.
Yeah, I was scared by that because the fact that I was like literally one of the only people in your group that actually had a loving father that actually, you know, tried to actually link up with me and get into my interests and support me throughout all these years. Like being the only person that actually had a father like that, it scared the crap out of me when I was listening to like the stories from like everyone else, and I was like, Jesus Christ, I really dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Although my other Vtuber friend Chiu said the reason why she doesn't think I'm going to turn out like that is because I care, which is much better than most fathers that are like that.
Yeah, and that's how my father is. Like he's like, even to this very day, he still cares and worries about me. Yeah. Like even if things like I got under control, he'll still be there for the extra support.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all about if the father cares a lot.
Yeah.
Because like you can't control everything in a life, and then you gotta also focus on not becoming a hover parent.
Oh yeah, of course. Like my dad, he knows when to stop. Like he doesn't like he doesn't continue to be like a hover parent, or neither does my mother. Like they both know that I'm a man now. Like I'm nearing my 30s, so I'm a man now.
The general gist of not becoming a hover parent is if you think your child even has a chance of doing it, or like you don't think they can do it, give them a shot. Let them try. If they fail, good job, they learned something.
Yeah, I'll say that I do want to make sure my daughter has a lot of choice in life. Seriously, the only thing I will probably force her to do is swimming lessons because of safety reasons.
Of course. I mean, undergoing anything that involves safety is probably one thing that you would pretty much want your child to do first.
I was even thinking of getting her to learn basic martial arts as well, because that could also come in handy.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, I regret not learning martial arts when I was younger. Like, I regret not learning martial arts sooner.
Yeah.
Just because I grew up with the fear of being bullied, as well as having, like, even though some of the bullying was minor on my side, like, some of the bullying wasn't as big compared to others that got a little bit worse, I still wish I had some sort of way to sort of be able to get them to stop and say, like, back off, I do know how to do this thing.
Yeah. That's for me. That's kind of a big deal for me. I want to have a thing with my daughter where she can choose what she wants to do. It's just outside of those two things, pretty much.
You found it, Sly. This is where Raleigh's
I mean, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Use your sub to blast
as a female in the world, being able to defend yourself is quite nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As there is a lot of fear to be had in that sex at birth.
Huh?
Yeah, in that area.
In the terminology of AFAB.
It's turned into a big talk about things that are important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got wifey here.
Yeah. That's it. Remember, you can always drive the sub in one direction while firing in another. To earn a treasure key, you'll need to collect all 40 chests. Do not let a crab take one into a tube.
Yeah, it's Actually, I'll probably wait until Doc says something.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to have a really close relationship with my daughter and...
Yeah.
So I will say, and I will repeat to say...
Huh?
Doc, You will do great. Don't fear.
Exactly.
Just, you know, as a person like me who's an empath and all that, I kind of, I put a lot of pressure on myself to be a really good father.
Yep, I can definitely understand that. But I don't doubt for a second that you'll do great. The only thing I fear is you stressing too much and all that stress breaking down all your good intentions.
Yeah. In fact, there's actually one quote that I always find that actually rings true, and it sort of helps me gain a little bit more confidence in things that I want to do and all that.
Yeah.
And that is that children never really grow up into adulthood knowing, like, having like a manual on how to be adults. Like, we're still practically children still learning how to do things. Like, like we're still children learning how to do things, but just in an adult form. So, yeah, I say it's just a learning experience.
If you don't have the answer, don't worry.
Exactly. You can always ask me before. Yeah. And plus, if you're really uncertain about something, you do have a lot of people around you that can give you some advice.
Yeah.
And care for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, sorry about the crunching.
That's alright.
Lunch.
I want to talk for longer, but my wife really wants to go to bed.
Oh yeah, it's almost, it's pretty much 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it was a deep chat. I'd be actually up for doing that again, but yeah.
I mean, you're welcome to message me and like invite me onto any
Same
thing you want.
Yeah, I'll be happy to. I wanna try and bring Oniku into a few of them as well, because I really want to chat with Oniku.
Oh yeah, like she's in streaming and she's going to be making a new model for herself soon.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to be making my own model as well, and probably doing some model creation streams with her too. So that should be fun.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's good. I'm not really for that, but I'm gonna get Cypher in anyway soon to we figure out to get the VR working, because I would need to do a VR stream of a few things. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So,
I look forward to it as well.
Also, yeah, if I'm still doing this in a few years' time, I actually hope to bring my daughter in for a few streams. Although I'm going to have a toggled mode so I can toggle off a lot of words, and I'm also going to make sure my mods are on pretty good alert there, because I want them to basically drop kick any motherfucker who tries to say something terrible to my kid. You know?
Yeah.
It's basically like basically like having like a toggleable filter.
Yeah. God, I could maybe pay for the future to get my daughter a model. That'd be cool.
Oh my. I mean,
it could be like one of her birthday presents.
You could honestly, if you like really sell it well enough, or do it well enough, you could become the very first family VTuber.
Well, my wife's already a VTuber on this channel as well.
Precisely.
Exactly.
Huh? No, nowhere near as much as me, but you're still there, and I think it'd be really fun to have our daughter, come and join us.
We'll see. Do
a Mario Party stream with the family.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's a future I dream of, but I think it'd be really fun.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Also, I do have something which a few people who have anger management issues like I do don't have, which is I can back off and calm down.
Yeah.
Some people don't know when to stop. Me, I do have anger management issues, but I know when to stop, back off, and get away for a bit to calm down. Then I usually come around afterwards and apologize.
Yeah, I mean it's like that with me. I was like an explosive kid. Like I had a really short fuse, but over the years I've just sort of been learning how to actually control that anger a lot better.
Yeah. I'm just looking. We've only got Cristalli, which might be a bit who's available to raid, and that might be a bit of a whiplash because she's probably the lewdest person I got, and so we'll go from this sort of stuff to her flirting with you and saying she wants to step on you and that sort of stuff. So I don't know. Should we raid?
I don't know. It's up to you.
It's your rodeo.
It's your rodeo, mate. let's go, mate.
Yeah.
I love that quote.
Huh? Well, yeah, because you want me to.
Well, you've been streaming for 3 hours.
Well, it's because I got into a big conversation with these guys on the stream, and it's been lovely.
I know.
Yeah. They're very therapeutic, basically.
Yeah, it depends if they're all available tomorrow, and I've got a stream tomorrow as well. We're doing Borderlands.
Oh yeah, the Borderlands. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So we'll raid Cristalli because you know what? I might as well raid someone. I'm hoping that Twitch isn't my main platform soon. I'm hoping it's YouTube, but yeah, I gotta get somewhere. And that's why I wanted.
I've been thinking about YouTube as well, but like I want to see more like stuff first.
I'm here and I'm fine as a streamer, but when I go YouTube, I want to mainly focus on my reviews and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's really understandable, because, I mean, it's sort of the perfect platform for it, really.
I still don't know if YouTube is fully there as a streaming platform yet, but it's certainly... but if you're producing, like, short form content as well, then streaming on top is kind of a, like, thing you do on top of that. That's a helpful thing.
Yeah. Like, it really helps out.
Also, yeah, I've got a new model that I've got to get turned into a VTuber, which I've showed off before. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll go see Crystalla now, just say hello. Yep. Expect lewd shit from her, but that's just normal.
It's just another walk in the day in the park.
Another walk, VTuber Avenue.
Welcome to VTuber Avenue. Alright, catch you guys later. Bye.
See you later, guys. Have a good night.